how much did you do in 1.5 years with your product that is still running today?
$886,000. Yep, making money is it's fun. It's like a game.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the EMS podcast. Today we have a very special guest, George. He started off as a student and now he's a mentor and in the Ecom Kings team. George, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me, man.
Amazing. I'm really excited for this episode. Like, you're one of the select few who actually made it from student to mentor in the e-commerce mentoring team of the Ecom King. Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? And how did you start into the e-commerce game?
Yeah, it's insane that I'm in this position now because 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, I was like a beginner, just starting it out. But I'm George. I'm from Greece. I'm half Greek, half Ukrainian. I was born in Russia, in Moscow, where I was living until 7 years old. Then we come here, and for the past 20 years, I'm in Greece. So that's a very short introduction. I'm all over the place, cosmopolitan, let's say.
Amazing. Like, what did you do like after school? Did you study at the university? Did you start working? Like, how was your professional career and educational career before?
So after high school, I went to the university. I went in business administration because it was pretty generic and I have no idea what I wanted to do besides playing football. I did had some aspirations to become professional football player. So I was at the university and playing football, training, stuff like that. I did that up until 2017. But yeah, too many injuries and I saw that I could not become a professional football player, at least in the top teams in Greece. So it wasn't worth it, in my opinion. Then I went to the army, which everyone has to go to the army in Greece. So I went there for 9 months. And when I came back, I had a couple of more exams for my university. And then my goal was to leave and go to the Netherlands to work because situation in Greece is not great with work. That was my plan. Then we had the COVID. I was at home with quarantine and stuff like that. I was checking the internet because I love YouTube and stuff like that. And I stumbled across dropshipping for the second time in my life. The first time was in 2019 when everything looked like a total scam. So I didn't pay attention back then to it because it didn't make any sense in my mind, unfortunately.
So it's COVID. You're at home watching YouTube. What type of content did you consume, and how did you end up contacting the Ecom King?
I was watching plenty of channels. Like in the beginning, I was super skeptical. Like these are all scammers, but some guys looked a little bit more humble, more genuine. So I started to think about it. There was this talk like dropshipping is dead, it's a scam. But as I was thinking about the model, the process, the business model, it made sense because it's just shipping products from a different country than your own. Like you just don't have the stock. So I started to think about it. It made sense. Then I said I have the money because I was always saving money because I knew that one day I want to do something. Even when I was thinking about to go to the Netherlands, it was just a temporary plan to collect some money, come back, open a business. So I had some money and I thought, makes sense. I may be able to stay in Greece and not have to leave. So I decided to do it. I bought a course, but the info on the internet in the course was so much information. I got overwhelmed. So I wanted someone to tell me do this, do it long enough, you will make it. And then, I was watching also Camille a little bit and I saw two interviews made me join the mentorship. It was the one with George Vieira, who was my mentor, and the one with Suraj, who is also a mentor in our team. These two interviews made me believe and say these guys look like they're not acting, they're very humble, and I have to do it. This was the
But out of all the case studies that you can find on YouTube and all the tons of videos and value and stuff that you see, what made you really choose this program, and why those two interviews? Why did they touch you?
I'm not sure. George was very very humble and very likable. Although he's not smiling, I still like him. Something made me connect with him. He also looked very smart. Like he has a and with Suraj, it was again super humble guy, very likable. He had issues like he lost a ton of money with testing products. He did whatever he had to do and came back and again started with $500 or whatever it was and made it. So it was both humble and motivating. So yeah, maybe something like this, something that
Amazing.
just touched me.
And like then you joined the program. Like, how was your experience? Like, how long did it take? And like, when did you actually start seeing results? Was it immediately or did it take a while?
Yeah, so back then the mentorship was totally different than it is now. Like now it's doesn't compare. Back then you had just 10 calls with your mentor and that's it. There was no Discord,
Hmm.
no Wayfinder or school stuff like that. It was just 10 calls. So on each call George would teach me stuff. So the first call was product research. On the second one it was, let's say, how to build a page,
Hmm.
then like how to make your Facebook ads, stuff like that. So it was just these 10 calls, but it was still like what I needed is someone to tell me like this is a good strategy, just do it, don't think about other strategies, about option B or option C. That's what I needed. Like it
Hmm.
wasn't anything revolutionary for me back then, but I needed just that somebody to trust him. Yeah, then we did that for a couple of months. I tested some products. Of course my first products didn't do anything
Hmm.
crazy. I just had one product which was at a break even ROAS like for months. And
Hmm.
yeah, initially I just stopped it. And like 3 months, I guess, after I finished the mentorship, I found a product. It was my fifth or sixth one.
Hmm.
And yeah, it started working and it still works to this day. So it's been 1.5 years. I made it a brand. So yeah, this product like made the change essentially.
Amazing. So it took you 5 to 6 products to test first until you started seeing your results. But something, to be honest with you, like, which is super special, like, how did you manage like to maintain a store till today and still make it work?
The product is very good.
Yeah.
I care a lot about my customers. Like, I care more about giving them a good product than about profit. Like, profit is nice. I'm not very materialistic. Of course, I do it for also for the money. Like, I'm not just doing it as a charity, but I care a lot of my customers that they have a good experience, that they like the product.
Hmm.
It's an evergreen niche, like those two things. And although I have done a lot of mistakes, and like the results I have, I should have gotten them in like the third of the time it
Hmm.
took me to achieve these results.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it still runs, but yeah, I think it's because I care about the customers and because it's an evergreen niche.
I'm 100% sure, like, our listener, they want to know one thing. Like, how much did you do in 1.5 years with your product that is still running today?
To be honest, it's not a lot, nothing special. It's $886,000.
Yeah, let me just add the screen, like add the screenshot of your store results so our viewers can see that too. So those are the results that you managed to do from May 2019 until the February 7th, 2024.
So it's yeah from May 2022 actually.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And as you can see, like here, it was like around 10K per month. And remember that back then there was no Discord. I hadn't access to anyone. So here, I thought that this was it. Like my product can do 10,000 per month, and there is no way to scale it further. That's what my mindset back then, because
Hmm.
I had no idea and I had no one to ask. I booked once in a while a call with George or Suraj outside the mentorship, but it was paid, so I didn't want to spend so much there too. This was December. Here, I just something clicked in my mind, and I started scaling just a tiny bit. And I think this is the time where I got to 30,000. And again, I was thinking that this is it. Here, I joined as a mentor, and again, I didn't get any new knowledge. I just again believed, and I scaled to 100,000. So the bulk of this amount has been made in the past 6 to 7 months and not in 1.5 years. And yeah, right now we are still very early in February, but again now I'm doing the things that I should have done, like here, outsourcing Facebook ads, creatives, improving the product, and yeah, thinking about bigger things, opportunities, like actually running the business. And so yeah, I think this amount could have been done like in the third of the amount, even if I was just in the Discord group and having the group calls with the mentors. Like this is extremely valuable. So anyone that starts to get some traction with the sales, be involved in the Discord, in the group calls, take advantage of that, because you can achieve this number like very fast, I think, because I did a lot of things like far from optimal, very far from optimal.
Amazing. So I have a couple of questions here. So like you said that in the beginning, or like before we saw the spike, like from 30K to 100K, you joined the team as a mentor. Like how much did you do in revenue back then to be qualified to join the mentoring program? That's the first question.
I think you're qualified if you do over 100,000,
Exactly.
but I was at 230.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I
Amazing.
joined around that
Amazing.
time.
And now I think a lot of people manage to do like 10, 20, 30, 40K a month. What was the difference? Like, what did you do different from 40K to 100K per month? Was it just increasing ad spend, or was other something else involved there?
To be honest, it was mostly increasing budget because the product had it, like it could be scaled, but I just didn't believe in it.
Hmm.
If I did everything like I should have done, maybe increasing my creatives output like by a lot, working maybe with an agency to create for me high quality creatives, I could have done much more. But yeah, it was as simple as that, just increasing budgets, more campaigns, stuff like that.
And how did you actually find the product?
Mm, that's an interesting one. So there are a million different methods to find products. How I did just by scrolling Facebook. George, my mentor, he really liked this particular method. I used a lot, but yeah, I was looking at Facebook ads. At my Facebook feed. I was just scrolling, saw an interesting product, and when I was doing my research about the product, I was on AliExpress. I saw this particular product like on the suggestion stuff like that. I added to the list, and back then there wasn't so much competition, like which I didn't expect. So I just started with that because it made sense. It solves a problem. Of course, now there are a million people that are doing the same product, copying my stuff, but back then it was pretty good.
Amazing. And did you like just use the exact same ad that your competitor had, or did you create your own, or were you running picture ads? Like just for someone to imagine like your strategy.
I did my own.
Hmm.
The video was totally my own. I just took stuff from from suppliers. Yeah, for pictures, I did something very similar to them. And weirdly, picture ads, like 99% of my sales is from picture ads.
Hmm.
Weirdly enough, because my product is the perfect product for video ads, but I guess I didn't test that many videos because pictures were always better. But now that I work with an agency that will do the videos for me with creators, stuff like that, I'm pretty curious to see if now videos outperform my pictures.
Amazing. And now, like, what has changed, like, for you now from going through 30K per month, 40K per month to now consistently achieving something around 100K? Like, how is the workload? Are you delegating some tasks? And yeah, like, what has changed in general?
The workload hasn't changed like crazy, because I think the most difficult part in dropshipping is going to that first 100,000 in revenue. Then it looks like find more opportunities. You start to outsource. Like if you turn your product into a brand, again, it becomes a little bit easier. Then you have the email marketing to support your ads, stuff like that. So it didn't change that much. Also now outsourcing things, I can focus on more important things, to adding more products. I think a lot very important is to improve my current product so that people cannot just copy it and take it from AliExpress and sell the same. Yeah, and provide more value to customers. And yeah, there are a lot of things to work on right now. But yeah.
I think also like a basic questions that people might have is going to be like, how do you turn a dropshipping product into a brand? Like, what measures did you take?
The easiest thing is, of course, to make a nice packaging, drop in a nice thank you card, maybe with a discount code, with a message to your customer. A logo on your product is very nice too. Then you can also take some pictures for your store or for your ads where the logo is visible.
Mm-hmm.
Then others cannot copy you.
Mm-hmm.
That all nice. And then I guess it's more advanced, like to create a persona maybe for your brand, a tone of voice. I want to really build a community, maybe on Facebook or whatever. So people that are happy with my product, I'm thinking to send them then a link to join a community where people that love the brand can communicate with each other. Yeah, also maybe affiliate link because they're happy, they can promote it to other people. So word of mouth, yeah, something
Amazing.
along those lines. I'm not like an expert in brand building, but these are
Mm.
some things that on the top of my mind.
Amazing. And now what's like your vision for the future? We see that you're very close to the first 1 million, which is an amazing step. But like what's your vision for this brand now? And what are your next measures for this year?
I think this brand like should do 300,000 per month. Like that's what I can see this brand doing, and it's not that crazy because right now it's doing like 80 to 100,000, and with suboptimal like we're doing things like not very good in terms of A/B testing prices and offers all the time, A/B testing the product page, A/B testing, the advertorials. These four things can help us improve like the conversion rate, improve the AOV, improve the revenue per session on the store, which of course will give us a better profit margin. We'll be able to spend more on ads. Then on the creative side, we have to do a lot of A/B testing in terms of videos, testing different styles like UGC, VSL, which are like 2 to 3 minute like sales
Mhm.
videos. All of that will help a ton, and yeah, you just start working with the right people that can do all of that with good results at scale. And by just doing that, it can easily go to 300 per month, maybe even more. Like just now I'm that at 100 level. I have to reprogram my mind to go to the 300, and then I will be able to go and start thinking like 6 or 1 million per month or whatever.
Amazing. We'll come back to that topic, mindset, like at the end. My next question is like, what are your best markets? Like, what markets are you targeting? And are
You,
you just using Facebook, just Facebook ads?
I use Facebook ads and Google ads.
Yeah.
Google ads usually like they do a lot of retargeting, but now an agency will be able to capture some of the cold traffic too.
Hmm.
Markets, I've tested the big five. USA is the best by far
Yeah.
for now. I have tested some others too, but nothing special. So USA.
Amazing. And um, imagine younger George is watching this video now. Um, what advice would you give him?
What advice? Yeah, uh, to do. I think to do things faster.
Yeah.
That's looking back. That's what I should have done. Just doing things faster. Connect with people.
Hmm.
That helps a ton. Yeah, these are the two things that I could have done better for sure.
Amazing. And now, if you want to help our audience, like with mindset, because that's something like that you mentioned now a couple of times that in the beginning, you have set your mind like to 10K per month, you achieved that. But then you stagnated there too a little bit. But as soon as you increased like your dreams and your vision, you went to 30K and now you're working from 100K to 300K. Like, how can we imagine this process? Do you just sit there and think like, hey, I want to go from 10K to 30K and then you actually make it? Or do you proactively do something to work on your mindset?
Interesting question. When I was starting out and everyone was talking about mindset, it was very cringy for me. Like,
Yeah.
stop with all this mindset. Just tell me like the strategy, the actual stuff that I can do. Like, don't talk to me about mindset. I'm fine. But yeah, looking back, it's important, man. I'm not sure. Like, just people help a lot with that, just to break your self-limiting beliefs.
Hmm.
So talking with people, watching stuff maybe on the internet, other entrepreneurs like talking about their experience, also reading, and just when you learn stuff, you see that you can achieve more. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like just by doing stuff, something clicks sometimes.
Hmm.
You read just maybe a sentence somewhere and something clicks and you say, yeah, I can do more. Definitely I can do more. Podcasts also help. Some people are pretty good with that. So yeah, myself, I'm not super good with like how to work on your mindset, but there are other people better than me, and I just listen to them. And if I catch something that I agree with them, I may take it, I may use it, and
Mm-hmm.
that will help me go further. But I think like the community and like this, our community helps a lot
Mm-hmm.
to take you further. Like by talking with people that are doing the things you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
that's the best for me. Like this is what's gonna help you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are doing 1 million a month
Mm-hmm.
and we are having like this conversation
Mm-hmm.
every week or whatever, there is no way I'm not gonna achieve this 1 million, or I'm not gonna believe that I can do it
Mm-hmm.
because I can see someone who I trust doing it. So why
Mm-hmm.
cannot me too? Like
Yeah. So you just like as a summary, you just need like to have the right environment, the right network, the right people to speak to who are actually doing the stuff that you want to achieve. And yeah, they'll first of all give you the inspiration to actually do the work and show you that it's possible. And second of all, you can always ask them like for advice, and surely they will help out. Amazing. So yeah, now if you have someone, for example, interested in joining the mentoring program, what can you tell them about the program, and yeah, general advice if it's worth it or not.
I'm biased because I did it and I made it, so it's difficult for me to say, I don't know, don't do it. It's very good. Now it's 1000 times better than 2 years ago when I did it. Like it doesn't even compare. When
Mhm.
I joined as a mentor, I saw the pre-recorded videos we had like on school back then, made
Mhm.
by the mentors, which we still have those videos, but we have another platform. And yeah, I learned a lot from those videos, and I was
Mhm.
already doing like pretty solid numbers. So
Mhm.
the information is very solid. I like the community because people are helpful. The group calls are super valuable. The calls with the mentor you are gonna have, like one-on-ones every week, they're super valuable. Of
Mhm.
course, because that's
Mhm.
what I did back in the day. But now we have more stuff. We have
Mhm.
pre-recorded information. We have the group calls, the community, of course, which helps a ton. So if
Mhm.
you have decided that you wanna try doing e-commerce,
Mhm.
it's a very easy choice in my mind because yeah,
Mhm.
if you put in the work and use our strategies, sooner or later you probably are gonna make it.
Amazing. And now one of my last questions to you. What is your big why? Like why did you start e-commerce? Like there is so much more that so many other paths and things that you can do, especially you've studied business. You could just like just get a
Yeah.
well-paying job. Like why did you decide to start e-commerce, and why are you still doing it?
So in university, in business administration, you don't learn how to run a business.
Yeah.
You just learn how to be a good cog in the machine, which is
Mhm.
nothing bad with that. But and yeah, maybe I didn't knew that back in the day, so that didn't help me a lot. But to answer your question, I'm a little bit negative towards how do you call them, like bosses,
Mhm.
especially in Greece. There is they have a very bad name. Like they don't treat the people that work for them nice. They don't pay them. It's an awful situation. So I was pretty negative about going for a 9 to 5. That was my first choice was just to leave for another country where the situation is better. Like
Mhm.
your boss will not treat you like you are like garbage.
Mhm.
That was my first thing. Um, yeah, and yeah, of course, I always wanted to build a business. That was in my mind, like since school. I was thinking like either football or business. Like these
Mhm.
were two things. I like money, but not to buy stuff, but to have the freedom to do whatever I want.
Mhm.
So I can just stop working and come to Switzerland, see you, go see a football match, and don't worry about money. And that's what I like. Like if I want to buy something to better my life, I don't want to check the price tag and stuff like that. I want to
Mhm.
be chill. And of course, I want to be able, like in 5, 10 years, to be able to say, if I want, I cannot work. I can just quit working, and I'm gonna be fine forever. So you need
Mhm.
like a couple of million, like maybe 5 million in the bank to do that in Greece.
Yeah.
So that's one of the goals too.
Mhm.
Yep, making money is it's fun, you know. It's like a game. Like that's how I treat it. Like I don't care about Ferrari, but it's
Yeah.
just fun. Help my family too, so that's another plus.
It's actually funny. I just discovered that we have something in common, like the 5 million. Just later today, I'm going to play with my friends a game called Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki. I don't
Uh-huh.
know, like if you haven't read the book yet, Rich Dad Poor Dad, like, and then he has a second book where he even made a game out of it. There, the goal of the game is like to escape the rat race,
Hmm.
and you have to make like as much money as possible, so you have and invest it right, so you have passive income. And I calculated to myself, like, if I want really to have the good life, how much do I need in Switzerland? And I said like 20,000 Swiss francs, like which is around $25,000 per month, would be amazing. And then we just calculated together with different investments and stuff like that. I came to the number like 5 million Swiss francs that I need to invest properly. And then, like you said, I could just say, hey, thank you very much, I'm out, starting my restaurant or just buying a football club or doing something else. And that's exactly what we're working for.
And when do you want to have this 5 million achieved?
I'm 28 now,
Same.
and I gave myself a deadline. Like, I want to achieve it max, if possible, like max by 35. So I can say, like, imagine 35 and you're financially completely free. Right now, like, I'm super happy with my lifestyle. Like, we can go to the office whenever I want. You can do the stuff that you want, but we're not in a position yet where you can just stop working. And I think by 35, that would be a great time if I can achieve that goal. Yeah. How
Mhm.
about you?
A couple of months ago, I was thinking about 40,
Yeah.
and a week ago, I thought, why 40? 35. Let's do it 35. I ran some numbers, like this is what I
Crazy.
have to do, and I'm like it's doable, man. Like you did that in 1.5 years, and you did everything very poorly. Like I think
Yeah.
I was operating at the 5 to 10%
Yeah.
of my capacity of what I should have done. Like I'm not joking. Like I was here in my computer working a lot of hours, but the work I done is super mediocre. So super
Yeah.
mediocre. So it looks very doable by 35.
Exactly. And exactly like you said, like the environment that we have now with the e-commerce mentoring community, when we see students like Mike and Eric doing 100K in 6 months, starting from zero and now already at 100K and more, it just gives you a push, like, hey, if they can do
Yeah.
it in such a short period of time, 100K, I should be able to achieve my goals also in a very short period of time. And if I need help and if I need inspiration, we have enough people around us that we can ask for advice. We have access to the Ecom King and stuff like that. So that's why I'm really, really positive for the next couple of months and years to make sure to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we have like 6 to 7 years more that you can do it. Like it's even possible to do it in 1 year. So maybe until from now until 34 years old, you are just doing fine. But the brand you found like you start when you are 33 to 34. Maybe
Yeah.
just launches to the moon when you're 35 and adios.
Exactly. That's because that's mindset. Because till then, I will be saying, like, yeah, I'll be making it by 35. That's why, as I know myself, for me, diamonds are made under pressure. So I need pressure to perform. So if I give myself now 7 years, I think I'll procrastinate 6 out of them. But then in the seventh year, I'll achieve my goal. But why not say, hey, we're going to make it by next year?
It's the same. I'm a professional procrastinator
Yeah,
since
that's
school. Always
that's
reading at midnight, one day before the exam.
but I think that's what makes like people like successful entrepreneurs, because we can find the fastest way to success. We're
I
not overthinking, we're
Oh,
not doing a lot of planning and stuff. I just want to make 100K a month. What's the fastest way? And then we take it.
okay, I'm gonna switch my mindset. I'm not a procrastinator.
Yeah,
What you said sounds so much nicer.
yeah, you're a professional shortcut taker.
Well, road taker.
Yeah, perfect. The fast lane.
Yeah.
Amazing. George, thank you very, very much for joining this interesting podcast. Like, we gained a lot of value. I think we'll make a short one when you reach $1 million, so we can celebrate
Mhm.
this incredible milestone together and see like what your future plans are. Yeah, guys, if you want to reach out to George, I'll link his Instagram below. And yeah, see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I hope you get some value from me, and see you soon.